Roni, where were you born and raised?
I
Tell us
was
about
born in Los Angeles, California,
that.
and raised there. Lived there for 38 years of my life. Went to Beverly Hills High School with a lot of celebrities.
Yeah.
Went to UCLA, and
Uh-huh.
I went to law school out there. And I pretty much lived my whole life there until I met a guy from Akron.
Wait, was he there or were you there?
Yes, he was living in LA too. He moved
Okay.
to LA, so he was there 15 years.
Huh.
And then we lived there for a while, had our kids, and then we decided to move to Northeast
To
Ohio,
Northeast Ohio.
to raise our kids,
Yeah. Awesome.
and it's been great.
Yeah. I had no idea. Very good. Very good.
hmm
Okay. So, kids?
I have two kids.
Yeah, names?
Boy is Ari.
All right.
He'll be 21 next month.
Ooh, that's a very exciting age
Taking
for.
him out for his first legal drink.
Yeah.
And I emphasize the word legal.
That's.
And Leah is 19, and they're both at Ohio State. She's a freshman, and he's a junior.
Now, tell me, what is your favorite hobby, leisure activity? Not related to work,
Uh-huh.
and that involves, well, obviously you. It can be just you or somebody else. But what's the favorite? Something that you enjoy doing?
I love to knit. I'm a knitter. I recently started. I started around COVID time when I was stuck in the house.
Understandable.
I learned how to knit,
Uh-huh.
and it's highly addictive, and I love it. I make all kinds of clothes for myself and my friends. I make scarves.
Oh, you make like clothes, like
I make clothes.
Oh, kidding.
I make hats, scarves, sweaters, ponchos. I don't know, and I paint. I enjoy it. It lets me explore my creative side outside of my work.
Outside your profession.
Mm-hmm.
Favorite local restaurant?
Ooh, stuff.
Local.
Probably something Italian in Little Italy. I'm not too particular. I like food.
Okay.
I
Yeah,
like
I like food too. Okay. Tell me. Okay, so 3 attributes that define you. 3. What would the attributes be?
Well, what I've been told is that I'm funny.
Fun.
I've been told I should be a stand-up comedian. I've tried it a little bit, but
You have?
just in private settings. But
Okay.
I think the law is more lucrative, and at least for me.
Okay, funny.
I've
much.
been told I'm funny, friendly.
Family.
I'm very motivated.
Okay.
So when I put my mind to something, I don't quit till it's done.
Okay. Gotcha. Tell me the story how you came about being an attorney.
Like many people, I didn't really decide what I wanted to do for a living till towards the end of college. So
It was better than me.
I mean, growing up, I was really little, and I was kind of bullied a little bit. I was teased and thrown in trash cans and whatnot. And so I think part of what appeals to me about the law of practicing law is that I get to stand up for the underdog and go up against people who are bullies.
Totally see that.
And I can use my brain, not my, physical. And so that's very satisfying for me.
Yeah.
When I was 16, I was in a car accident, as most 16-year-olds are. And the lady sued my parents, and I had to be deposed.
16.
Yes. And I had an attorney. The insurance company provided me an attorney who was supposed to defend me, prep me for the deposition, defend me. And that was such a horrifying experience for me. I felt like I wasn't prepared at all. They didn't prepare me. And I went in and there were several attorneys. You know, it was probably two attorneys, but in my memory, it feels like there was 20 attorneys
Sure.
across the
Sure.
table
Sure.
and asking me really difficult questions and putting me on the spot and being nasty, you know, essentially.
Right.
And that was the first time I thought, well, that really sucks. I wouldn't do it that way, you know.
Mhm.
So that was the first time I thought, well, you know, maybe I would have done that differently.
If it was me, I would totally have done that.
Yes.
Because you know how it feels to be on that spot.
Yeah.
Right.
That was the first time. And then once I got to college, I took a course in criminal law.
Mm-hmm.
And I got to do one of those police ride-alongs.
Ooh.
You sit in the back of a
Yeah.
police car and they take you down to the hood. But I took a criminal law class and I found it really, really interesting. So that's where I started going, you know, maybe I'll pursue a career in law. And then once I graduated, I worked for a few years. I worked in law firms. I answered phones. I typed.
Mm-hmm.
I read everything that came across my desk and learned a lot. And then I went to law school.
Tell me and everybody the service you offer.
At this point in my career, I am representing people who have suffered personal injury, bodily injuries.
Okay.
Some examples are obviously car accidents,
Uh-huh.
dog bites. I've done parasailing accidents, tobogganing accidents, anything where somebody gets hurt as the result of the negligence of someone else. I also do some funeral home negligence, which is a weird area that I kind of fell into.
Yeah, I have a lot of questions about that. We'll leave that some other time. Like, okay. What separates you from another attorney that does what you do?
How I like to separate myself and how I try to market myself to potential clients is, you know, I'm going to give you the personalized attention that most attorneys aren't going to give you. I'm going to answer my phone. You're going to actually be able to reach me on the phone. One of the big complaints most people have about attorneys is they never call me back. They never return my calls. I can't get through, you know.
Yep.
I answer my own phone.
Yep.
And I call back within 24 hours if I get messages. I do give clients my cell phone number, but sometimes it gets abused. That's on me. But I'm very available. I'm very
reachable, huh?
And I'm sympathetic. I have a good bedside manner. Sometimes people just want their hand held. I mean, what I do, Tim Misney can do, and hundreds of other attorneys in town can do. But I'll listen to you. I'll listen to you moan and complain and cry. They feel like I'm a friend. They feel like they can talk to me. I don't cut people up. So that's what I try to bring to the table.
Great. So you have been a tenant here for 10 years? Is that okay?
10 years in
10
May.
years. Okay. What are some of the things you say you're happy with being a tenant here?
Well, since day one, when I first found this office, it was about a week after I decided I was going to go out on my own and open my own firm. And my husband told me, oh, I know the best landlord in all of Beachwood. And he brought me over here because he had been in this building at one point. So I met Joyce and just always, everyone here always very happy to help me with anything I need, accommodate me. You know, I started in a small office, then I started settling some cases. I moved to a window office, and then I started doing better, and I moved upstairs to a big suite, and then I was in that suite for several years, and then you know, with COVID, I decided I didn't need all that space, so I came back down here, and it's always just feels like a family. I always feel very welcome, and they're always willing, Joyce, and always willing to work with me and my needs, and I've never really encountered any problems with the the staff here. So
Great,
it's
great.
been great.
How would you rate your experience with GMR here all around, you would think?
10 out of 10.
Okay. Thank you. We'll just leave it at that. All right, back to you, and this is the last question.
Okay.
All right. I love this question. This is a good one.
Uh-oh.
All right, what is your superpower? What is the thing that you're just great at?
You know, multitasking, I guess. I can do 50 things at once. You know, I'm cooking dinner, I'm settling a case on the phone. You know, I'm helping my kid with their homework. Not so much anymore, but just doing a lot all at once.
That's an awesome one. Very good.
Like
Great.
most working moms these days.
See?
That's
That
it.
was fun. I think that was fun. I really enjoyed it.
Yeah.
I know you more after this. Absolutely, I know you more. And the point of doing these interviews is so everybody else can know you a little bit more, and perhaps perhaps you can help somebody in the office or another one of our office buildings, or somebody, their families, their friends, if need be, you know. But thank you. I appreciate the time.
My pleasure. Thank you. Sorry.